Missing someone. Missing someone. Missing someone. Love with all your heart. Missing someone. Love with
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Impulsive Thoughts. And I'm gonna take one from Kayla at MK.
Okay.
I'm on brand with my Jack and Coke, and we are in the house studio, just me and Dano. Dano, say hi.
Hi. Good day, mate. Oh, that leads me to something right away.
Oh shit.
I was talking to Rain earlier.
That's always a fun.
And she had told me last week, oh my God, I can't wait to come back on the podcast. I have so much to talk about. She's talking to a couple NHL players. I go, what team? She goes, I don't know. I don't ask questions. She goes, but they're in Georgia right now. They're not around right now. She's talking to a Olympic gold medalist or Olympic medalist in judo.
What the fuck?
She's talking, and then she goes, oh yeah. She goes, there's this guy I'm talking to from Australia. I'm like, he's my favorite already. I don't care. She goes, I got to play you the voicemail for him. I go, Rain, just whenever you see him, say good day. And Marisol's next to her. She goes, no, Ray, do not do that. So I'm like, it goes full circle. I see. Rain's talking to an Australian guy.
Danny's gonna get to go back to his motherland.
Yay! With all the ruse down under. Fuck them spiders. That's all that ever goes through my mind is those damn spiders
Those
down there.
massive spiders. So what's going on, man? How you doing?
I am alive. Tired.
He's
T-R-D. Tard.
Tired.
T-A-R-D. Tard. I don't know. Can't even spell it.
That's how tired he
That's
is.
how tired I am. It's been a long week, man. And I even tried going to bed earlier. I think with the excitement of the baby being born on Monday, like Logan, my phone went off at 3:58 a.m. And I thought it was just a phone call. I slide it over and it's a FaceTime and it's Logan showing me the baby. I'm like, oh my God, my grandpa. Ah! And literally my alarm goes off at 4 o'clock on Mondays anyway. So I'm like, all right, cool. So went to work for a few hours, got there at 6, left I think about 11, went to the hospital, hung out there for an hour or two, came home. Jamie got off work. The girls got home from school about 4-ish, went to Kevin's brother passed away, went to the wake. From there, back out to the hospital, which is in Bolingbrook. Got home 8, 9-ish, back to work the next day, Tuesday. And then, while we were there Monday night, the nurse wouldn't let the girls in there because if you're under 18, you have to be siblings to the baby. So we drove the girls all the way out there for nothing. So Tuesday we got home, and Logan and Marisol got released from the hospital already. So Tuesday, Jamie, girls got home from work and school, went out to Manhattan, got home about 8, 9 o'clock again. And that was after having a huge meeting at work with one of my biggest customers. Then Wednesday, another big meeting with the customers. It's been a week. It's been a week.
It's been a long week.
Yeah, it's been a week.
And I feel you on the whole tired thing because I feel like ever since I've been sick or when I got sick, I just can't shake like the tiredness.
Yeah.
I mean, there's times where like I get this crazy burst of energy and I'm like today I was all full of energy in the truck today singing and fucking.
Let's meet the snaps.
Yeah. And I'm like, fuck. And then I'm on my way home and I'm falling asleep driving on the way home. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I think mine it's the stress. Because I told Leroy at work, and then I finally told Jamie like yesterday. I'm like, I keep it hidden, usually work stress, but I'm the most stressed I've been in a long time at work because of these big customers meeting and talking about agreements and blah, blah, blah. And then the market measurement survey is coming up again soon. So this is like, I'm just stressed more than I usually am at work.
Yeah.
And so I think that's just playing into me just being fucking tired.
And that's why I'm not a district.
And I miss New Orleans. So
okay. So I think I mentioned can't talk today. I think I mentioned it to you that Sean from the last pod was out there. He was out there at the exact same time you were out there.
I wonder where he was at. I wonder if I saw him without knowing I saw him because I wasn't looking for him. You know,
you came back before the inauguration. The 20th.
No, we left. Son of a bitch, because the baby was born the 27th. Yes, we were gone from like the 12th to the 20th. Motherfucker, why? It's been a long week. I don't even know my days
anymore. Because I think
anymore.
he was on his way back on the 20th.
We were gone from what the hell? Okay. We were gone from the 11th to the 17th.
Okay, so yeah, he was out there at the exact same time you were.
That's crazy. I don't know when the inauguration was. It's not my president. I'm not out there throwing my heart to people.
I mean, yeah, we're not gonna get into politics.
No, we're not.
But
don't come at me because he is my president. He's everyone's president, whether you voted for him or not.
Exactly.
It's called faith in your country or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it's called. Anyways, we're not talking about politics. Fuck that shit. Don't come at me.
So
not like anyone listens anymore. Anyways.
No. Alexis, she'll have a word or two to say. Like, you think I don't listen anymore? No, I know she listens.
She doesn't comment on our Facebook page. Only Jesse does.
And I haven't even seen. Oh no, yeah, she did. He did just recently say something.
Marquette did too about the beignets.
Yeah.
So I don't
but
know.
Yeah, I don't know the backstory behind.
I was gonna say. So I don't know if any of the thinkers know this or you. Him and his wife, they are in the Batavia Farmers Market and they have Q&A's beignets. And they really are fucking phenomenal. And a lot of people have said they're better than ones you find in New Orleans. And you can find them right there in Batavia on Saturdays at Batavia Farmers Market.
Okay.
So I need to go back out there again. Me and Jamie went out there once a couple of years ago. You know, probably after we were supposed to go to New Orleans and we couldn't. And we found out Q and his wife were doing. I'm like, we're going to Batavia. And we went one Saturday just to have them because we're like, fuck, I need to know what beignets even taste like, you know? So he took offense.
Ask Autumn about buying beignets. That was hilarious.
So he took offense to me putting best beignets ever. It's my cousin.
Yeah.
What about him?
I don't know. It just popped up on my Facebook.
That's crazy. He's in Colorado. He's about an hour from Logan, where Logan will be.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, he actually gave Logan a ride to the airport when he came home with the baby.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. That's really cool. That's funny.
Yeah, beignets. Beignets are good.
So anyway, was there any, other than me cutting you off, was there any other than he was there when I was there, or did he?
No. He was. I was listening to, I think, their most recent episodes.
Uh-huh.
No. It was the episode before this most recent one.
Uh-huh.
And he was just talking about being out there and stuff like that. So
cool.
I'm like, damn. They were out there at the same fucking time.
Could have ran into him.
Yeah.
Could have did a live from Bourbon Street.
I know, that would have
podcast.
been cool as fuck. You know what? I wish I would have fucking told you. I wish I would have just... it just slipped my mind to let you know that he was going to be out there.
Yeah. It was just Don's birthday this week sometime. Because it popped up on my Facebook. Hey, it's Don's birthday. So shout out to Don from the last podcast.
Do they have a Facebook?
Yes. I want to say so.
Well,
Yes, because I followed it, and that's how I saw some of the clips from when we were on there.
Oh, okay. The last podcast.
Yes, sir. What else? I am not knowing. My brain's just mush.
So, obviously we don't really have an actual episode today.
What? That's so not like us.
I know, right? Like,
unbelievable.
you know what? And I'm gonna go with what Danny says. It's been a week. Like, I've been getting home really late, like all week.
I've been getting home really early.
So Danny could have wrote an episode.
Danny needed naps. I'm a grandpa now. I'm leaning hard into this.
God.
I'm gonna start carrying hard candy along with me. I'm gonna call everyone, you whippersnapper. I'm gonna drive 10 miles per hour under the speed limit. I'm gonna get a big old boat car again. An old
Shit. I'd love to have another
old Delta 88.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's what I had before. What else do grandpas do? I'm gonna talk inappropriately to girls and say I can get away with that because I'm old now.
Oh God.
Hey, why don't you come sit on my lap?
That's kind of gross.
Anywho.
But anyway.
Yes, but anyway.
So I think the most recent episode we did was your episode.
Mine was the vampire of Sacramento, and then the most recent one dropped after that though was just recollection of my trip to New Orleans.
Okay.
A few spooky things in there.
So, I had an episode.
Yes, sir.
On the quote unquote serial killer of Austin. The people. If you guys remember, if you guys are listening and you guys remember, the whole Lady Bird Lake thing.
Yes.
I actually just recently read on a Facebook post, like Facebook group that I'm a part of, that covers all the murders or not murder. Well, yeah, I guess you can say murders, but they're not considered murders. They're accidental drownings.
Accidental drownings. And 77 million people have accidentally drowned in 3 weeks. Explain
and
that.
Unaliving themselves and stuff like that. Well, I guess
that unaliving shit.
Yeah, I know. I guess within the last week, another body has been found in Lady Bird Lake.
Update.
Yeah, update. So, obviously, I told everybody that I was going to keep everybody updated if this was going to keep going on. But I don't know how true it is, but there was somebody that had posted on this group that they had found, I guess, I don't know, it was a loved one. I don't know if it was a cousin, brother, whatever. But they had found him, and he was in a part of Lady Bird Lake. So I guess he had went missing a couple weeks ago. So I'm sure if it's true, the story will develop more, and then once I find out more, I will talk about it more. So that's what I have right now. So far, it's just an unidentified male.
Oh.
That was.
Well, he's identified by the family, just not released to the masses. Who he is? Okay.
Yes. I mean, as far as I got.
Okay.
It's just somebody that they it was a loved one of theirs, right. a family member of theirs. There's no name or anything like that. So, but no, it's confirmed.
Oh, okay.
As far as
it's just his name hasn't been released to the press yet.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and I'm sure if they're going to do any kind of investigation, it'll probably be an accidental drowning.
It's always accidental. Come on. Nobody drowns on purpose.
Yeah. So, and you know what's funny is I just recently listened to an episode of somebody's podcast. I don't remember who it was, but they were talking about.
It was mine. It was Only Dan's.
It was Only Dan's.
It was Only Dan's.
What is it? Fat bod, small rod.
Dad bod with the small rod.
Dad bod, small rod. Anyway, I guess. What was I saying? Fuck, you threw me off.
You were listening to another podcast.
Oh, I was listening to another podcast.
Only Dan's.
And they were talking about another serial killer in Texas that these I don't know what the fuck is going on with like police officers in Texas, but they do not want to investigate shit. And it was finally confirmed that there is a serial killer in I don't know what part of Texas or whatever.
Jesus, really?
But I guess it was man, I wish I would have remembered what fucking podcast I was listening to. But yeah, it's like Texas just doesn't want to fucking investigate shit. I don't know if it's because they don't want to do the paperwork or what, but fuck, I don't know. Texas is a whole nother fucking country.
Sure enough.
Kind of like Chicago.
Chirac. Chi-town.
Siberia.
Speaking of Siberia, yesterday on my Facebook memories was 6 years ago when it was negative 26 degrees and we were on the truck, negative 47 with the wind chill.
Yep.
Whew, doggy.
That was the first year I started working.
Yep,
there.
6 years ago. Yeah. Yesterday. Unbelievable.
That was a rough. And then the next day or two, it was like 45 degrees.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It was a little bit cold. That's when I remember. Was Jessie was in Alaska, and even before like the record negative 40, she goes, "It's crazy that it's colder in Chicago than it is here. Me living in Alaska, like there was like crazy. a couple weeks or months even that it was colder in Chicago than it was in Alaska."
Also, I know she doesn't listen to this, but Who the fuck lives in Alaska?
Her husband was in the Army.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That makes more sense.
Yep.
That makes more sense.
First, they were in Washington State, and then they were in Alaska for a while. And yeah, it was funny. Every time she went somewhere, she talked about how there was no good pizza anywhere, and there was no good Mexican food in either place she was at.
So, okay, two things. Number one, yeah, there's no good pizza outside of Chicago. I've never tried actual New York pizza because I've never been to New York.
Yep.
And I don't want to.
No, bash it.
Anything.
Go ahead.
I don't want to bash it.
Do it anyways.
Yeah.
Fuck you, New York.
But number two, speaking of Washington, did you see the shit that's going on in Washington D.C. with the fucking Black Hawk in that plane?
It's funny you should say that because no. all I know is I woke up this morning, or was it late last night, and I opened up my Snapchat because a memory showed up, and I'm like, let me look at my friend's stories for a minute. And our buddy Gina had posted, as you lay down in bed, say a prayer for this skate team that died in the crash. I'm like, what crash? And then I think this worked this morning is when you told me that the plane crashed into a Black Hawk. I'm like, what? And then, or was it you, or was it Sergio? Either way, I'm like, wait a minute, like a Black Hawk, like a military helicopter?
Yeah.
And that's all I know about it. So go ahead, fill me in because I don't know shit about it.
So I don't watch the news, and I kind of got the same thing like you did.
Okay.
When I set an alarm, I set like 30 alarms for the morning, but my first one will always tell me the temperature, if it's raining, snowing, whatever.
Oh, nice.
And then it'll tell me like any kind of like
world events
or fuck, what is it called?
Trending news.
Trending news.
Yeah, I'm so smart.
Thank you.
Between the two of us, we have a full brain today.
Yeah. So this said, it was talking about this Black Hawk helicopter that crashed into a plane, and I'm like, am I still sleeping? Like, what the fuck is going on? So I didn't think anything of it until later on in the day. I happened to hop on Facebook and I seen the video, and I'm like, holy
I haven't seen the video yet.
Fuck.
What was it? A full passenger, like Boeing 737, or a smaller plane, or what?
It was a passenger jet.
Okay.
And a Black Hawk helicopter, and it collided in midair on Wednesday. And
Wednesday.
Yeah, and it crashed into the Potomac River near Reagan National Airport near Washington D.C.
So is it not but isn't that where another person crashed? Well, I don't know. Anyways, go ahead. I don't want to derail you with just me not knowing what I'm talking about.
So I guess the jetliner was carrying 60 passengers and 4 crew members, and they were on a flight from Wichita, Kansas. There were 3 soldiers aboard the U.S. Army's Sikorsky H-60, a Defense Department official told CBS News. At least 40 bodies have been recovered as of Thursday evening. And I guess they just recently found. Well, no, I think they found the black boxes for both.
Oh, okay.
For both the
I think I saw
helicopter and the plane yesterday. So I guess they're gonna start. Matter of fact, as I'm talking about this now, it's 7:00. When I got home earlier today, I think I got home maybe about 3:30, 4 o'clock, and I seen on the news that they should have an update on investigating the black boxes. So
wow. So after hearing again that it was the Black Hawk helicopter, I told Sergio right away, I'm like, so again, me not knowing shit, me not watching news, me not knowing shit about aviation and Army and stuff, okay, how do I phrase this the right way? Because again, even my thoughts aren't making sense to me. And I'm guessing the black box investigation will let us know, but obviously one of those people was where they weren't supposed to be because they have air traffic control and flight paths for a reason. And I tend to, as much as I hate to say it because Logan's in the Army, want to believe the Black Hawk wasn't supposed to be there because these flights, unless it was like I said, unless it's more like a private jet and the guy lost track. Either way, I'm interested to see what this says because that's just, what's a Black Hawk doing crossing paths?
Well, so that's another thing. Like, I guess this Black Hawk helicopter was flying 300 feet in the air when normally it should be under 250
feet?
Yeah, 250 feet.
That's low as fuck.
Yeah. So So it was actually like higher than normal.
Why was the plane that low then too?
Well, it was landing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
See?
they were right. It was landing at the Reagan National Airport. Or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So
Like I said, I literally know nothing about. I haven't any of the articles I've come across. I haven't even read yet because I've been like on my way to work or like getting ready and like, oh shit, I can't read that now. I'll read it later, or just like checking my phone before I go into a meeting. I'm like, okay, I'll look at this later, and then I never go back and look at it.
Yeah. No, I get you on that because, and especially with this podcast, like I'm like. I want to keep up with like current events and stuff like that, but I hate watching the news.
Yep.
So usually, like if I hear something about it, I'll right away I'll search it up and that's it. So, what's weird is to me is, I guess it was some kind of military training with the Black Hawk.
Oh,
and
that close to an airport is kind of weird to me too.
Yeah. But and not only that, like at 9:00 at night, because this happened around 9:00 at night on Wednesday.
Well, I mean, time to me means nothing because
time is a social construct.
Yeah, but also like if okay, again, my thoughts are not working right. If I want you to learn how to roll a mat the right way in the rain, I'd take you in the rain to do it. If I'm doing military training, am I gonna, hey, let's go attack Saddam Hussein at noon when the sun's up and he can see us? So the time doesn't matter to me because maybe they're trying to make it more realistic. Like just right now, you tell me it's close to the airport like that. If there's planes that you have to know are coming in and out at all times, why would you be training near an airport when I'm sure you have, unless the military base is attached to it? Again, because I know nothing, and I'm sure you haven't done all the research yet either, and we'll hear more. It's just weird to me near an airport to be doing military training.
Exactly.
In flight path.
And not only that, like somebody was telling me about it Thursday. One of my stops. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Well, it's a helicopter. Helicopters can maneuver way easier than a plane,
right? Especially
like a
Black Hawk,
decent sized plane, and in a Black Hawk, like they can move pretty quickly.
I've seen Rambo fly one.
So, so how and I from what I heard that air traffic control had contacted the Black Hawk and said, "Hey, do you see the plane?" And I guess they confirmed that they seen the plane. So why couldn't they just move the fuck out of the way?
Right. Yeah, well, hopefully we hear the truth on this, because that's just interesting to me. Like, and I'm obviously speculating from me not reading a damn thing, and everything that you've heard Lupe say is my first time hearing any of this shit. So again, that's why I'm trying not to say too much. Where years from now, everyone's like, "Dan, you're an asshole. This is what really happened," or here's what you were saying, but this was already released. Like, watch news already out, but we just haven't heard it yet. Either way, I'm trying to think of everything possible. And again, in my mind, the flight, I'm sure, had its path. Hey, it was leaving Kansas at 7, landing in Washington at 9. Why is someone in the way? So unless the flight took longer, diverted something else, or maybe the Black Hawk, it was people training that their first time training and they went off course. Who knows?
Yeah. As somebody who
conspiracy theory.
Yeah. As somebody who loves conspiracy theories, this has conspiracy written all over it.
Right. My only reason why I can't say, I mean, there's always conspiracy theories, but okay. Why would we sacrifice 3 of our own soldiers for some kind of whatever they were doing? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of conspiracy could it be?
Yeah.
That's my only problem.
But I mean that, and then that kind of like, okay, so if you want to say it like that, like, I mean, look at the fucking, we'll even go into the fires in LA.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of conspiracies on that too. With cloud seeding.
See, I don't listen to any fucking news, so I don't know what
that means. But it's not even news. So cloud seeding is an actual thing. And
cloud seeding?
Yeah,
like SEED?
SEE. Double E.
Yeah, but then D, like seeds, like you plant. Okay.
Yeah. So cloud seeding is a way to control the weather.
Okay.
So and this even goes back to the hurricanes that we just had and those real massive hurricanes that we just had. So cloud seeding is an actual thing. Like we have learned how to control the weather to an extent.
Okay, because I think I've common knowledge. If there's more moisture in the air, the clouds suck it up, and it has a better chance of rain.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put a Flingerberger in the sky, you can make it rain meatballs, and
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
yes. But yeah, so I've kind of heard things like that, but I didn't know if it was. So again, this is me being, as much as I think I know a lot of shit, I don't know nothing about this. Like, I thought that was just, again, me thinking that it's possible, but never knowing that it actually has been done. So,
Yeah.
But it does make sense. Like, yeah, hey, you want it to rain? Put more moisture into there.
Right. So and then like.
So how are they doing the fire thing then?
But that's what I was thinking. Like, how is this possible with this whole the LA fires? Well, they're getting winds over 100 miles an hour. How are they making these winds over 100 miles an hour if they're cloud seeding? Like, I can completely understand with the hurricanes. Like, even with the hurricane that came out of the Gulf of Mexico. Sorry, Gulf of America now. And that's unheard of. Like, hurricanes don't come out of the Gulf.
Okay.
It's on the other side.
Okay.
So it's very, like, I don't think it's ever happened that the hurricane has actually started in the Gulf.
It's because it's American now.
Yeah.
Mexicans don't do that shit.
So with the LA fires, like how, and I probably sound completely ignorant, but how is it like they're getting these crazy over 100 mile an hour winds with this fire, like these fires that are happening?
Warming.
Yeah,
it's all Biden's fault.
I was gonna say fucking Al Gore, but okay.
Speaking of which, not to totally derail your thought, but Leroy today at work. This ties into this the helicopter thing, and I didn't see the actual thing, but Leroy said that Trump went out there and said that the plane crash and the helicopter crash was Biden's fault. And I forgot how he tied it to Biden, but somehow he made politics about it. Anyways, that's my bit of politics. That's it. But back to your cloud seeding. So again, because I'm ignorant to it, like you just said, I always thought, yeah, cloud seeding is like planting moisture to make it rain. How do you take moisture out of the sky so it doesn't rain and keeps the fires going? And how do you increase, like you said, how do you make the winds go so fast? Like,
right, but
I'm sure there's scientists that know how to do this shit. Obviously,
exactly.
we're two guys that live in Indiana. Like, what are we talking about?
Right, but at the same time, like if you think about it, out in LA, it's very dry. So it's a little. It might be.
But they've had fires
easier
before.
Yeah,
just not this bad, obviously.
Right. This is terrible. Like I mean, even the fucking well, from the pictures, I don't know if it's actually true, if it was or whatever, but. The fucking Fast and the Furious house is gone.
Yep. I seen it.
So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. And me as a conspiracy, and I don't really want to consider like calling myself a conspiracy theorist, but I love like
a good conspiracy.
I love a good conspiracy. Love a good conspiracy. So I don't know. I don't know. 2025 has started out pretty fucked up already.
Yeah.
I mean, it all started with the truck flying down Bourbon Street, killing all those people. And injuring all those people. The fucking Tesla truck blowing up in Vegas.
Yes.
In front of one of the Trump towers.
Yes.
And
did you now here again? This is me doing off of half research because I was talking to Logan being in the Army, and then someone else, but maybe it was you even. That originally they tied the people together. They said they knew each other. They were part of the same terrorist group. They trained together at the same army base, blah, blah. But then it got released. Again, what's true or not, maybe it's them covering their own ass, is they really didn't connect with each other. It was two separate events that had nothing to do with each other. So that's my short synopsis of what I think I've heard. We don't give you guys facts. We give you opinions and what we think we've heard.
Yes.
So I'm sure anybody that does listen, like Gio has said before, he's yelling in his car, "You fucker, this is what really happened. This is what happened." So, like, sorry if we're wrong.
But yeah, I don't know. Fucking 2025 has started out really crazy. we started out with the fucking the shit in New Orleans, the Vegas, the Tesla truck in Vegas, the plane that crashed. Where was it at? Where did that plane crash at? And I'm sorry.
You said Washington.
No. This was before that.
Oh, there's another plane crash?
Yeah, plane crash.
What the fuck? See, this is how little I listen to the news, and my radio. I don't listen to any radio stations. All I literally listen to
is music or
podcasts and music I've saved before. So I do not know. So I get all, again, this is the greatest source of all time. I get all my news information from Facebook and TikTok.
Oh shit! Oh, Donnie texts me.
Fuck him. He's working.
He said, "Are we re-recording tonight?"
We are. You are not.
Fuck, I'm trying to find. Let's see, small. That's in Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah. All I'm saying is 2025 has started out pretty crazy.
Well, I remember, was it 23 or 24 when everyone this is the worst year ever already because it started off with Betty White dying.
Oh yeah, that was rough.
This is gonna be the worst year ever. Look at the bad omen. Betty White died.
I mean, so she died at 99 years old.
Right.
And then they did the math and everything like that, and I guess she lived, I don't know how many leap years and everything like that. So technically she was 100 and I don't know how many days. So she technically lived to be over 100 years old.
Well, yeah, because it was close to her 100th birthday already. Mm-hmm. And let's just do simple math. Let's say 100 divided by 4 is 25. Mm-hmm. Wait, that's wrong math. Divided by... No, never mind. Wait a minute. Yeah, every fourth year she got an extra day, so 25 extra days.
Yeah.
So that's why she was, over 100. It's probably 100 and some days. Not like she was 105 or something, because it wasn't like she lived that many extra years. It was just an extra day every fourth year. Anyways, oh my God. You know how I know when I can't do math, that's how tired I am.
Yeah, Rain Man.
Mm-hmm.
Also, shout out to Jesse for getting that badass Cadillac.
I haven't even talked to him yet. I want to know the story behind that. Like, why? Was the deal good? I want to know how it happened, how it came about.
So, he had... I don't know if he posted on Facebook.
He did. He posted
Snapchat.
the Honda.
No. Well, yeah. Did he sell it already, by the way?
I don't know.
Because it's gone all of a sudden.
Oh, well,
because I was going to tell my brother about it because my brother was thinking about getting a second vehicle.
Oh, and it's funny because when he posted it, I don't know if I saw it right away, but literally about an hour ago, 2 hours ago, I saw it and it says pending.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
like, what does pending mean? I'm like, I've never seen Facebook Marketplace say pending before.
No shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he sold it then already.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. Good for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, my brother was looking for a second vehicle, and because he doesn't want to keep putting the miles on his Jeep.
Uh-huh.
So, and I just told him today, I was like, hey, I actually know somebody selling a CRV. And he was like, hey, man, those are all-wheel drive. I'm like, yeah. He's like, find out more information. And I went to look for it and couldn't find it. So he must have sold it.
I think he had it listed for $3,500, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So, anyways, go ahead about do you know anything about the Cadillac or at all?
He had. I think he had posted something on Snapchat, pictures of the Cadillac.
Yeah, I've seen all
and
that.
I'm like, man, it's a badass Cadillac. And then me joking around because I'm such a car guy.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, if it's not a V, it's not worth it.
Right.
And he was telling me, no, it's this and this and this, and it's good on gas. It's I don't know if it was all-wheel drive or whatever. And I'm like, well, actually, that's actually a pretty decent, Cadillac for the price that he had said.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. I'm like, if it was me, I'd get it. And I guess he got it. So,
yeah.
Hey, Jesse, if you're listening and you took my advice, kudos.
You're welcome.
But yeah, no, I would love a CTSV, but I would like the CTSV wagon. So it's the V8. It has a LS3 in it, which is a fucking beefy ass V8 motor in it, and they're fucking badass.
Yeah.
And it's a wagon. I've always loved wagons ever since the
Like
Dodge
the Dodge
Magnum.
Magnum, so like the Dodge Magnum.
Ever since the Dodge Magnum came out, I love the Dodge Magnum. I had the Dodge
I always
Magnum
wanted one of those.
for prom.
Did you really?
Yeah. So, I mean, I used to always love the Dodge Magnums. And then just recently, like, they just popped up again on my Facebook.
Yeah.
And it was somebody who put a whole front end of a Dodge Challenger on the Dodge Magnum.
Oh.
So it looks so badass now.
Did you see that? You never reacted to that. Was it a meme or a picture I sent you where it was the brand new?
Oh, the fucking El Camino?
Yeah, where it says, is it wrong that I absolutely hate this, but I want
it
one?
at the same time? Yeah.
I'm sure it's just a concept car. It's not
Yeah.
made yet, but that looks fucking badass. Like, I think it looks better than the Ford fucking Maverick does now that they did.
Oh, yeah. The Ford Maverick and the Lightning.
The Lightning.
Yeah, they came out with the Lightning.
The truck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And back then, in, what was it, early 2000s maybe, when they came out with it, it was a V8 truck.
Right.
And it was a two-door small bed.
Uh-huh.
And they were badass trucks.
Yeah.
If anybody is a Fast and Furious fan, it was what Brian Earl Spillner drove for,
Huh?
I can't think of the company he worked for.
Dang,
but anyway, it
you
was the
call
red
yourself a
truck.
Fast and Furious fan.
Racer's Edge. I know the name of the company. So it was that red truck. That's the Ford Lightning. Now the Ford Lightning is 100% electric.
Is it really?
Yes. Yeah, and it doesn't even look like the old school Ford Lightning.
I know there's benefits to electric, and I've heard
Man, fuck that.
And I've heard the 0 to 60 is fast as fuck. And just like when Harley came out with the electric bike, I'm sorry. Muscle cars that go fast are supposed to like growl and make noise and make you get wet in your undercarriage hearing it for car terms. Just, yes. Ugh.
But I mean, if you think about it, look at the, I think I had just seen something, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, they were coming out with some kind of Dodge Challenger that was 100% electric, and it had speakers on it, so
you could play like engine sounds.
Play engine sounds. I'm like, that's so stupid.
It's just gonna be someone going vroom, 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 instead of an actual engine. Vroom, 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 brrr. My car sounds mean.
So anyway, kind of going back to what we were talking about with the LA fires and the hurricanes and everything like that. So the hurricanes wiped out a lot. And
you mean like this year or like a couple years ago when Puerto Rico got destroyed?
No, just last year. With those really
maybe
the hurricane that hit Florida, which was Jesus Christ,
Cat 5.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was supposed to be a Cat 5, and I think when it hit, it was like a Cat 2.
See, this is how much I guarantee. I mean, I know I knew about it probably back when it happened, but
so it was Hurricane Milton and Helene.
I remember those names.
So those were the two that were really, really bad, and I guess it wiped out a lot, not only in Florida, but in the Carolinas and Tennessee.
Okay.
So obviously this is where FEMA's supposed to step in and help out, the citizens.
Federal Emergency.
I don't know.
Something.
But they're not doing shit.
Really?
So here's my conspiracy, and this is the conspiracies that I've heard. So, and this kind of ties back to cloud seeding. I think that the government cloud seeded just so they can get the land from the places that these hurricanes took out. So, and it's called, give me a second.
What do they want that land for? Were they residential already, like houses and stuff?
Yes. So they want this land so they can make smart cities. And smart cities would be no more driving. It's all electric trains and buses and stuff like that. So it's called eminent domain. Government can take over land by eminent domain. And it's kind of like, okay, so did you see the second Twister?
Oh, yeah.
So did you see how that company
Yeah.
was going into these people's
And giving them
giving them money?
Yeah, to buy their destroyed shit.
Exactly what's happening. But the difference is they're not giving these people money for the land.
They're just taking
it.
So, okay, here, I like it. I like your conspiracy theory. It's definitely got some legs. My only question is, not question, but my only negative to it, and I'm not doubting that it's happening, is this is how do I phrase it? Again, I think it could be happening. My only negative, not against it at all, is against our stupid fucking government. So, you think you're strong enough to stop a hurricane from happening? Let's say you build your smart city right here. What's to stop another hurricane from coming through? Unless our government's so positive. Nope, the only reason a hurricane happened at all is because of us. Nothing will ever happen there again. Because now your smart city's going to get fucking wiped out by another hurricane, you know? Anyway, that's interesting, though.
But I mean, think about it. Like, when was the last time a hurricane hit this bad? Katrina?
Yeah.
And even Katrina didn't take out New Orleans.
It almost did.
But
Flooded bad.
that was just because the levee broke.
That's right. That's what it was. It wasn't the actual hurricane. It was a hurricane, but it was a levee breaking. You're right.
So that's where I'm kind of like keep going back to cloud seeding.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like the government has a lot more power than we realize.
Oh, I feel like it too.
And I think they can easily just wipe out the United States and start over a whole new United States. If it happens in our lifetime, I'd be surprised, but I don't think it could happen in our lifetime because there's so many people that are like, quote unquote, woke.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm trying to think how they could take out the whole United States. Yeah. I don't want to think about that shit, Lupe.
I know, it's rough.
It's supposed to be a happy Friday talking about murderers and child deaths and stuff like that, not our country getting wiped out.
That's what happens when I start drinking Jack and Coke. I start thinking conspiracies.
Yeah. See, my conspiracy is... The deepest my conspiracy theories goes is Coke and Pepsi work for the same company. They just make you think it tastes different. No.
I mean, I could.
that was a joke.
I could tell you
I
which
just made it
one's
up right
which.
now. Oh yeah. No, I love a good conspiracy theory too. The way my brain works, I always go to trying to find a way to disprove it.
Yeah.
But I don't really ever have facts to disprove it. It's just me going, yeah, I don't think that could happen.
So here's another conspiracy.
Elvis is not alive.
maybe not another conspiracy, but why? And this is probably skimming on the very most of politics that we can skim on without actually talking full politics. Why?
Do we have an electoral college?
Why is the government or whatever finding all these immigrants and illegals in the United States so easily, but they are not putting the same fucking effort to finding all these missing children?
Because the missing children are dead and the serial killers took them out. You can't find something that's gone. The real question, how do I phrase it? That's a good one, though, is, well, here's, if you want to go into, like, that realm, not politics, but political kind of, why, and again, because I don't know shit about politics, and I'm sure it's got something to do with foreign affairs and blah, 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 why do we spend so much fucking money helping all these underprivileged countries, and I understand they need the help, but we can't take care of the homeless in our own country?
That too.
Like,
and not only just homeless, but these are veterans that are homeless.
But in general, hey, Syria, here's $15 million or $15 trillion to help with your war against whoever. Or, hey, Afghanistan, here's this, here's that.
Right.
Hey, you're homeless in the street? Fuck you, get out of my way, you know?
Yeah.
Stay homeless. Like, what? And again, I'm sure someone way smarter than me that has a degree in something will be able to figure it out. But to me, I don't understand and again, maybe it's got something to do with air quote someone having our back. Hey, if we don't help them, we're fucked more. Like we need the other country's help. But why do we help everyone else so much we can't even help our own people in our own country?
Oh, yeah, I ask that every fucking day.
And like the joke, not really the joke, but the memes that were coming out when right before the electoral day. Oh, when the CEO, someone hurt or punctured his car or did something that the CEO of the major company. Can we spend millions of dollars on stopping everyone from whatever his phrase? We can spend all this money on stopping this from happening, but you can't stop school shootings from happening. Like I forgot how the meme went. I forgot what it was that happened, but it was everyone was comparing it to.
Oh, it's like one of the TikToks that I shared.
Yeah. Like it's just, I don't get it. Like I'm sure, again, because I don't watch politics, I'm sure a lot of presidents have ran on the basis of we're going to take care of the children, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But once they're elected, I don't see kids getting taken care of. Their school shootings shouldn't be happening.
No.
And again, that's really, really a broad generalization. You know, shit has happened where it's been, whether the security at the school, something this, something that, the police force. It's not, I know it doesn't all boil down to a president just saying, hey, don't shoot up kids anymore.
Yeah.
Like, there's way more to it. But certain things bother me. And I think that's another reason why I try to stay so ignorant to politics, because I think it'll drive me crazy if I know the people in charge worry more about orphans in Egypt than they do orphans and homeless people in America.
Right.
And again, maybe that's the wrong way to think, but I think we should have pride in our own country first. And I'm not saying I'm not saying we shouldn't help other people, but can we take care of our own first? Yeah. And so that's my little soapbox, and that's my little bit of, like I said, I don't know enough about politics to talk about it, and that's why I try not to. And I'm afraid.
Welcome to Daniel's TED Talk.
Right, and I'm afraid the little bit that I do know will make me sound more ignorant than I am.
Agreed. And that's why I'm the same way. Like I'm with you on that. Like I don't talk politics, and I don't care if you lean left. I don't care if you lean right. I don't care if you go straight. You could be gay. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But I know my views, and obviously my views aren't like everybody else's views, but I'm not going to debate them and tell them they're wrong.
Right.
That's not right. Like I might be wrong.
Right.
You know, but it's politics.
That's
just how it is.
It goes to being a fucking adult too. Like
exactly.
It makes me laugh actually seeing these people on Facebook getting so angry at each other and spewing hate because, oh my God, I can't believe you voted for Trump. You're the worst person ever. Do you know he's a rapist? Oh my God, I can't believe you voted for Biden. Do you know he's dumb and incoherent, doesn't run a country? Really? You're going to, and friendships breaking up over people.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, Lupe can tell me his favorite color is blue. I can say my favorite color is orange. Are we going to hate each other because of that? No. It's called being a fucking adult and respecting someone's opinion.
Exactly.
I don't understand and again, maybe because I don't follow politics well enough and I don't understand how it'll affect my life more than just, hey, all right, someone's the president right now. You know, like, again. Yeah. But it's just being a fucking grown adult, respecting people's opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, again, besides the politics, goes down to basically everyday life. Oh, you're gay, you love kissing men? Okay. I like kissing girls. Good for that.
Yeah.
Oh, you like dogs. Okay, I like cats. You know, something stupid like that. It's just, it's fucking being a human being and not being a fucking douchebag asshole.
Exactly.
Why choose love, not hate? Like, how hard is that? How hard is that?
Make love, not war.
Exactly.
Make tacos, not war.
Yes.
But my thing is, okay, I don't even know what I was. That was the wrong thing. That was the wrong thing to say. But to kind of go back on the missing children and everything, like, do you know how many missing children go missing every year?
Yes, but no.
What's your number? And I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
Missing children per year, 1.5 million.
You're a little high. Not by much, but you're a little high.
800,000.
800,000.
And the only reason I kind of have an answer is, remember, on National Missing Persons Day. I did my episode, and I had the stats, and we were all like, "Are you fucking kidding me? That many people?"
That's insane.
But mine was based, I think, on just missing people in general, not just children.
Okay, so 800,000 children go missing every year.
Fuck.
500,000 of them
Are never found.
are not reported.
What? How do you not report a child missing?
Illegal immigrants.
Ah.
That's the only answer that I could think of. Because if they're illegal immigrants...
Well, then how do you know they're missing if they're not reported?
Oh, that's a good question. Shit.
Lupe, I have $100 million in my bank account right now, but it's not reported.
But it would be reported because it's in your bank account.
Right.
If it was in your fucking house, then it's a whole different story.
Right, so how can... Yeah.
That's a good fucking question.
500,000 go unreported. Well, then how do you know they're missing?
Let me get back to you on that.
Lawyered.
I think in the end...
It doesn't really matter.
No, it does matter.
Yeah.
I think in the end...
I think one child missing is too much.
It's too much. Absolutely. Yeah. One child that goes missing, or one child that is murdered, or one child that dies, it's too much.
We've had that talk before, that is that burns my soul. Anything happening to kids, like
I don't care if they're illegal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if they're American citizens. Mm-hmm. I don't care if they're Republican, Democrat. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Children should not go missing. Children should not die.
Nope.
They are the innocent people in this world.
Yep. They are the most purest form of life. Yeah, I just like I said, we've talked about it plenty of times. Kid stuff bothers me.
Yeah.
So much.
And how many times have we had these fucking mass murders in fucking schools and everything like that?
Mm-hmm.
And there's I've only talked about 2 or 3.
I think
on the pod.
You've done 2. Have you done a third one? Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook. Did I do Sandy Hook? Yeah, Sandy Hook and Uvalde.
Yeah, those are the 2 you did.
And there's so many more. So many more. And these are innocent children.
And the sad thing is how often, again, I don't have the actual number, but I guarantee it's higher than 70% of the time it's a parent or loved one doing it.
Yeah.
So I can't even say it's like, oh, but someone doesn't have kids, so they don't know what it's like to have a kid. No, a lot of times it's a fucking parent. Like, nope. I can't understand. And now throw in the fact that I have a tiny little grandbaby now to see life again, and like to see how helpless they are when they're little too, and how innocent they haven't been fucked by the world yet to know what it's like. How can you do that to something like that? Like I would never be able to do it because I think I almost cried every time hearing the Chris Watt story. Is that his name, Chris Watt, or the guy that killed his daughters and I don't know, but they.
Oh my God.
God, what was it? Was it Chris Watt? Fuck. There's a Netflix thing on it too, but to hear the story where the 2 girls like looked up to their dad, like he was their hero. Mm-hmm. And the way he killed them was he got them up in the morning, put them in his truck, put them in an oil barrel, and like threw them out somewhere. Like they're looking, oh, Daddy, what are you, like, I in my mind, I can see like my girls, Daddy, what are you doing? Why are you putting us in here? Like, just what's going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't, how can you, okay, no. All right, we're done. New subject. No, I can't. New subject. Yeah.
To end on that note, there's a TikTok that I did share, or repost or whatever.
Because if TikTok's really about to be banned this time, I'm going to start saying how I really fucking feel. I might lose followers for what I'm about to say, but I want y'all to listen close, because I'm going to say this shit with my whole fucking chest this time. Y'all ready? The United States government, who historically can't agree on a fucking thing, agreed on banning an app before they ever did a single fucking thing to help stop your kids from getting killed in their fucking classrooms.
100%. Yep.
And I'm going to double down on that shit. Y'all thought I was done? Fuck nah. If as many CEOs got shot and killed in this country as kids who get shot and killed in their fucking schools, then the government might actually fucking do something about it. Let that one fucking marinate. National fucking security risk? Yeah, fucking right.
Hey mom, the world's kinda fucked up, and I really didn't think that I'd be saying this much, but I
Guess being happy is just easier said than done. Well, hey, Mom.
So...
Yep, I shared that one too, and I don't remember if I shared it first or you shared it first. Well, like when we talked about it, and Marisol said she went through that training for school shooting training. Like the fact that we have to teach kids that shit. Like,
and it's sad. It's so sad. Like, why we should be protecting these kids? Mm-hmm. They're innocent kids. Why are we losing innocent kids to senseless crimes, to senseless people fucking shooting up schools and shit like that?
Mm-hmm. It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
Blah.
But on that note, you can find us on all your major. You can find us on all your major podcast platforms. On Instagram at impulsivethoughts_pod. On Facebook at Impulsive Thoughts. Since Danny didn't say anything.
Don't hurt the children. I'm just in a mood now.
No, I know. I kind of ended it on a bad note.
Yeah, but. I'm like, ugh. Yeah, find us on the Facebook. I got to talk like a grandpa now. You can find us on the Facebook. I think it's that sounded more southern than anything. I don't know what the fuck. It's like a hillbilly there. Anyways, on the Facebook as Impulsive Thoughts, Facebook.com _
TikTok's really about to be.
Whoa. _ Dan is the best _
Get the fuck out of here.
/ fuck this shit _ eat my whatever. Find us TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Grindr, Bumblebee.
What the fuck?
AOL Live, AIM, Instant Messenger, MySpace. ColecoVision.
Coleco, oh my god.
In the adult section of Blockbuster Video.
What was the big disc?
Laser disc. VHS.
Betamax.
8-track. You can find us somewhere.
You'll find us somewhere.
If you care about us that much.
Guys.
Comment on our Facebook, please.
Yeah, seriously.
Interact with us. Let us know, hey, you guys are doing a good job, or say, I'm not going to fucking listen anymore. You guys blow. I don't care. Just tell us something.
And you know what? I still, and obviously now that it's just Dan and I fucking recording,
the 2 of us.
I really should set up a tripod for recording.
That was my nickname in high school. Sorry.
For Dan and myself. So we can have some video, because I know I've done that with one of our past co-hosts.
Whoa. I don't want to hear about that.
No. No. But anyway, we'll get some video. I really want to spruce up the fucking studio that we got going on right now. But
and also expand into video. Now that as the TikTok said, now that they have not banned TikTok anymore.
Well, at least for the next 90 days.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So I know we did our closing area. I saw an article the other day that said people were paying $6,000 for iPhones that had TikTok already installed, because I know I haven't tested it, but they said if you uninstalled TikTok, you can't install it again. Is that true? Do you know anything about that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's true.
Because I'm really tempted to go on hey, you want? But here's the problem: if I sell you my iPhone, I need to wash it clean, because you ain't getting all my information on there.
Well, you can.
Can you wash it but still leave the app on there?
Wash it but leave the app on there still, I think.
Anyways, if you're listening to this and you want an iPhone with TikTok on it, hit me up.
Yeah. And if you don't want an iPhone and you want an Android with TikTok on it, hit me up.
Yep. I got you, man.
But yeah.
Anyway. Maybe we can play some outro music this time for the first time in 3 episodes.
I think we got that. I'm getting there. You know what? This ended up being a pretty decent episode. Not going to lie.
It was all right. I'll give it that. It was thought-provoking and saddened at the end.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to bring it to a bad note, but it's okay.
It's all good.
We'll come back next week with a strong episode.
Hopefully.
I don't know if it's going to be Dan or myself, because I know Marisol and Donnie's still not here.
Yep.
But actually, before we go off, We have Royal Rumble tomorrow.
We do. I forgot to bring that up. I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
So cancel the outro. We're going to outro again in a little bit so you can hear us say goodbye twice. Who do you think's winning the Women's Royal Rumble?
The Women's Royal Rumble. Okay. I'm gonna say one of two people.
I have my name figured out. I want to hear what you think.
I think it's gonna be either Io Sky.
Okay, that was my guess.
Or Bianca Belair.
That's what Rylan says, but just because Rylan loves Bianca.
Yeah.
So I will throw in a surprise. I've heard rumors about, they always have surprise entrances, surprise people that you weren't sure of. Mm-hmm. I've heard rumblings. Charlotte Flair has been hinted at coming back.
Well, she already made her confirmation that she's coming back.
Okay, so she'll be a surprise entrant. I don't know if they're going to push her to get her.
I really hope they don't, because they're
either.
just feeding her.
She annoys me. I've heard rumors of Alexa Bliss coming back, but then I've also heard probably not.
There's contractual issues with her.
I've heard rumors of AJ Lee. Is that her name? CM Punk's wife. And then I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's been 100% confirmed, but unless there's been an actual announcement, I've thought it's been like, other than it being officially confirmed, like everyone knows it, I think the man, Becky Lynch, is coming back.
I heard she's coming back too. I also heard that Jade Cargill's coming back too.
Oh, finally? Okay. Yes. So I've heard rumblings, like I've seen all those leaked who's going to win. Yeah. I don't believe any of them. But from what I've seen here, I think Io Sky might win it because they're trying to push her more again, and she's fucking talented as fuck.
She really is.
But part of me thinks maybe Becky comes back and she wins it, and they push her right away again, because the way Rhea is dominating, you need someone that can compete with her and hold up with her. And I'm not a big Becky Lynch fan, but the fans love her, and she's got enough star power, and she wrestles good enough, and her technique's good enough where she can compete with Rhea, and it's not like Jamie always says, in what world would fucking Liv Morgan have a chance against Rhea Ripley,
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like you said, you have said one or two people. I think Io or Becky if she's back.
Okay.
And what about the men's for you?
The men's?
John Cena all the way.
John Cena.
See, and that's what bothers me.
And I think they're going to do that just so he can beat the record.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll eventually go to WrestleMania.
Right.
After Royal Rumble. I think he would choose Cody Rhodes to fight for that championship. Mm-hmm. And I think he's going to beat Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania for that championship, just so he could beat the record, and eventually Cody will get that belt back.
So every ounce of me has been saying John Cena for a while now, just because that's every fucking insider. They always argue and have their own reason, but it seems like everybody's agreeing Cena's going to win it, which to me makes me think the way fucking Hunter does shit, it's not going to be Cena.
Yeah.
But I really don't have a guess who else it could be, unless...
so...
I don't see Roman doing it. I don't see Seth doing it, any of those guys that are getting pushed already, but I also don't see an unknown doing it, so I don't know what to think.
Okay, so here's my second thought.
Uh-huh.
If Cena doesn't win, he will win at Elimination Chamber. And I think the Royal Rumble main event Jey Uso.
Ooh.
Because they've been trying to push him to try to get a belt.
Right.
And yes, he had the Intercontinental for a brief period, but I think they want to put something bigger on him.
Right. I think they want to give him the World Championship eventually. Just all these people right now, it's so fucking crowded. How do you pick who gets it, who keeps it? I say it all the time. I don't know why. I don't know if the rest of the world is it, but I'm Cody sick. I'm tired of Cody.
A little
already.
bit, yes.
And I love Seth, and I just want him to have a belt again. But I don't know. I think he's not fallen enough, but he has enough fans loving him. They have all these storylines for him. So I don't know. Just to put an official, Cena or Punk.
Oh, or Punk. Oh, that could be possible too.
That's my guess for now. Are there any other matches besides the Royal Rumble matches?
There is. So there's the undisputed WWE Championship between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, the ladder match.
Oh. Cody. They're not going to let the face lose right away. The face.
Yes.
Although it would be great storyline going forward if Kevin Owens won both belts.
Yeah.
That'd be some shit they could do with that.
I think Cody will take it just because they're not going to take the belt off of him yet.
Right.
I think if he's going to lose the belt, he's going to lose it at either WrestleMania or SummerSlam.
Yep.
That's my thought.
Right. I'm with you on that.
So, okay, other matches. I think there's only one more match after that.
It's Gunther?
And that is the Tag Team Championship. That's DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns.
Who gives a fuck?
It's kind of a throwaway match.
Yeah.
But I think, me personally, I think Motor City Machine Guns are going to take it back.
Yeah.
And leave DIY kind of feuding with themselves.
Yep. They kind of been hinting towards that.
Yeah. So, but besides all of that, back to the actual men's Royal Rumble.
Oh, yeah. Who do you think any secret guys
I
come
was
back?
going to say, who do you think any kind of like secret...
Hacksaw Jim Duggan always makes an appearance now. Stone Cold. I would love for Stone Cold to come back.
So I'm gonna kind of shut your theory down right now.
Uh-huh.
He literally just had knee surgery 7 weeks ago.
I mean, I don't think he's coming back anyways. I honestly don't think he would. So this is a stupid guess. Oh no, it would be more for WrestleMania. But did you see the announcement that the way Shawn Michaels came out with Undertaker and told Triple H he's going to induct in the
Hall of Fame.
But I was thinking, so Undertaker will be there anyways. But no, that's WrestleMania when it happens. So I don't know if Undertaker will be there. Special guest entrance, is Pat McAfee going to run in and then run out again right away like last year or 2 years ago?
That'd be the shit. I mean,
R-Truth, is he already in it or not?
Yeah. So here's my thought. It's a 30-man Royal Rumble.
Uh-huh.
I think there's going to be a 31st person.
A female?
No.
Nia Jax again?
The Rock. I think if John
he's going to come and pull some shit?
I think if John Cena doesn't win the Royal Rumble, he's going to act like he's going to be like, oh, I won the Royal Rumble, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, The Rock's music's going to hit, and he's going to announce, and he's going to be like, I'm the 31st.
Yeah.
And he's going to come out and eliminate John Cena. And then and then The Rock is going to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I can't take credit for that. I have to give credit to fucking Salamonster.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah. So I think there might be a 31st member. So,
who I'm hearing surprise entrance for the men also, that Joe Henry guy.
Oh yeah, Joe Hendry.
Is that his name, Joe Hendry?
Yeah. So,
and Joe also, real quick before you go on, because I'll forget the name. The Zillow too.
Oh, you think so?
I've heard rumblings of that too.
I haven't heard anything about that. But also, I haven't really talked to Don either. So
right.
Don would be the one to be like, oh, yeah, this and this.
Right. And Donnie knows more because he has actual, like me, it's just random shit like that shows up on Facebook that I don't know if these people have ever got anything right before, you know? Yeah. So, but go ahead, Joe Hendry now.
Yeah, Joe Hendry. Okay, so he was on a podcast or he was on some show and he actually called out John Cena.
Really?
So Joe Hendry just won the TNA World Championship or whatever.
Oh, okay. I thought he just lost. No, that's what Trick Williams are saying might make a will because he just lost his belt. So, and Roxana Perez, is that her name? Yes. Rosanna Perez. Yes. She's been in the stands once, and she just lost her belt. So people are saying that's their cue to make the jump to the Royal Rumble. So
and if Joe Hendry doesn't make an appearance at Royal Rumble, I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
And everybody loves Joe Hendry.
Well, look at last year. That girl that was the champion of TNA wrestling. Remember, Donnie said, they made an agreement. They shared. That girl came in and wrestled. She was in the Royal Rumble last year.
What the fuck was her name?
And actually, she's a free agent right now. Where they're saying she might be signing with WWE permanent. What's her name too? But yeah, she was fucking.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
she was huge.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be interesting. I think we're going to have. Rumble. Yeah, so do I. Because I love the Royal Rumble because there's a lot of old school people that come in and stuff like names that you haven't heard in a while. And stuff like that. That's why I like it.
Right.
But I mean, the match itself is actually pretty fun.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. I'm interested to see. You know who I haven't seen in a while, but maybe because I don't watch Friday nights because I'm always here. Has Austin Theory and Grayson Waller been around lately?
Yeah, I think they just wrestled last Friday.
Oh, okay. Because I couldn't tell you last time I watched a SmackDown because I'm always here.
Oh, another guest entry, Big E.
Yes, I've heard about that. Yeah,
I think Big E's gonna show up and he's gonna eliminate both Kofi and what's his name,
Woods.
Xavier Woods, yeah.
Ooh.
I think he's been cleared, and he's gonna come back and he's gonna fucking eliminate them both.
Watch fucking after that fucking Monday night thing on Netflix. Watch Hogan show up, be an entrant.
Oh my god.
Get booed out of the fucking ring.
Yeah, right. So he was actually supposed to be at Saturday Night Main Event.
Yeah.
He didn't show up.
Like they told him on the show up, or he didn't. He was just a no-show.
He was supposed to show up and everything like that, but allegedly his son got married that same day.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna go." Yeah. So I didn't see that. I haven't been watching past couple of weeks.
I haven't seen Raw the last couple of weeks. Last Monday again, I was visiting the baby. The Monday before we were in New Orleans.
All right.
So I haven't seen Raw in 2 or 3 weeks. And SmackDown I haven't seen in forever because of recording.
I haven't seen Raw since they first debuted in Netflix.
I think that's the only one I saw too. Was the first one on Netflix, and that was it.
And Fridays we're recording.
No, the first one on Netflix, and then the week after was New Orleans, and then last week we watched it. But it was only, it ended at like 9:15, 9:30, and Jamie's like,
it throws me off so much.
Jamie's like, what is this? It wasn't 3 hours. I said, Jamie, do you remember when I told you the very first time? And I think I heard it from you.
Yeah.
That they had said, hey,
it's
an open forum. It could be 4 hours. It could be an hour and a half, however long it takes to tell the story.
Yeah.
So when it ended at like 9:20, James was like, what is this? I'm like, remember what I told you? She goes, I never thought it'd fucking happen. I go, yeah. It was like literally 9:20, 9:30 when it ended.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah, which I mean, honestly, I don't mind. Like, it can go 3 hours and I'll still watch it.
Right.
But if it goes less than 3 hours, it doesn't bother me.
Right. I mean, if its stories are done, like I said, as long, and you don't got to stretch to 3 hours with boring filling shit that doesn't have to happen. So
exactly,
I'm okay with it too.
Yep.
Anyways, Jesse, that was your favorite segment.
Yeah.
Wrestling talk.
So, but yeah, I mean, we already threw out all the socials.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you guys are still listening, check out MK Podcast and check out the last pod.
Yeah.
You know, love them, love both of them.
Stir the pot.
I got word that Stir the Pot is coming back.
Oh snap! I didn't know they left.
Yeah. She's going to have another co-host, so she's not going to be by herself anymore.
Oh snap!
So listen to her whenever she comes back. I'll let you guys know when she comes back. But yeah, so guys, don't believe everything you think. I'm your favorite host with the most, and I'm about to post a fucking picture of my awesome cup that
you made for yourself.
Yeah.
Speaking of, real last quick, because that Marisol wants to get a onesie for the baby with the Impulsive Thoughts thing on it. So wherever you've ordered sweatshirts and shit for, like maybe get a hold of her, let her know this is where I've got it from. Okay. But she wants a onesie for the baby with the logo on it.
No problem. I can do that.
All right.
I can do that.
Yes, sir.
So, but all right, guys. Don't believe everything you think. I'm your favorite host with the most. I know I just said that. I'm Lupe.
Doesn't matter how many times you say it, it's not going to be true.
I'm joined here with Mr. Dano.
Yes, that's me. From down under.
If I can find our outro, I will play the outro. But we out this bitch.
Peace.
Peace.
Illusions deceive, reality misconceive. Don't believe everything you think.